Welcome to our channel, Bravo News. The night Los Angeles couldn't ignore. The flashbulbs exploded like fireworks outside Catch Alley that night. It was a typical August evening in West Hollywood, warm, restless, and buzzing with celebrities sneaking into posh rooftop lounges. But nothing prepared the city for what was about to happen. Brittany Cartwright, the 35-year-old former Vanderpump Rules star, stepped out of a sleek black Escalade wearing a satin emerald green dress that hugged her curves and a bold red lip that screamed confidence. But it wasn't just Brittany's glow-up that had paparazzi on high alert. It was the man walking beside her. Tall, broad shoulders, a fitted navy blazer. His perfectly styled dark hair gleamed under the streetlights. He had the kind of smirk that belonged on the cover of GQ, and fans instantly knew this wasn't Jax Taylor. For months, rumors had swirled about Brittany and Jax's explosive separation. Whispers of jealousy, financial fights, and infidelity had flooded tabloids since their bombshell split 3 months earlier. But Brittany showing up with a new man, holding his hand no less, was the boldest move yet. The cameras clicked wildly, capturing the moment Brittany leaned in close, whispering something into the man's ear as he laughed softly. That's when the first headline dropped within minutes on social media. Brittany Cartwright spotted with mystery man. Jax Taylor devastated? Jax Taylor's meltdown. Back in his Valley Village home, Jax Taylor was scrolling through Instagram with a whiskey in one hand and his phone in the other. His notifications were blowing up. "Dude, you seeing this?" Tom Schwartz had texted. "Brittany's at Catch with some guy. This is all over TMZ." Jax clicked the link, and there she was. Brittany, his ex-wife of 4 years, radiant and laughing with a stranger whose chiseled jawline made Jax's blood boil. "Are you kidding me right now?" Jax shouted, slamming his glass on the marble counter. He felt the familiar burn of humiliation deep in his chest. Just months ago, he had been insisting on podcasts and interviews that he and Brittany were working through their issues. She's just doing this for attention," Jax muttered to himself, pacing the kitchen. "No way she's into this guy. No way." But deep down, Jax knew the truth. Brittany wasn't the same woman he met at SUR years ago. She wasn't the shy Kentucky sweetheart who tolerated his explosive temper and reckless spending. She was different now, stronger, independent. And seeing her smile like that with someone who wasn't him was eating him alive. The mystery man revealed. By midnight, gossip accounts had cracked the code. The mystery man was Ethan Walker, a 34-year-old sports agent whose high-profile clients included several NFL stars. According to insiders, Brittany and Ethan met 2 weeks ago at a charity gala in Beverly Hills. What started as friendly conversation turned into hours of deep talks, exchanged numbers, and, according to one source, instant chemistry. Ethan treats her like a queen. He's the opposite of Jax. He's grounded, successful, and not in the reality TV world. Brittany's been craving stability, and Ethan gives her that. Fans immediately flooded Reddit and Twitter with theories. "This explains the glow-up. Brittany looks so happy. Jax is gonna lose his mind when he sees this. Lol." She deserves this. Good for her. But not everyone was supportive. A few diehard Jax loyalists accused Brittany of moving on too fast, igniting a fiery debate across Bravo fan circles. Brittany breaks her silence. 2 days later, Brittany sat in the passenger seat of Ethan's Tesla as they cruised down Sunset Boulevard, her phone buzzing nonstop. TMZ, Page 6, Bravo fan accounts, everyone wanted a comment. "Should I just say something?" Brittany sighed, staring at her notifications. Ethan glanced at her and smiled reassuringly. "Britt, you don't owe anyone an explanation." But Brittany knew she had to speak up. Her fans, her Pump Rules family, deserved the truth. Later that night, she posted a photo of herself on Instagram in a floral sundress sipping rosé, captioned simply, "New beginnings. Sometimes you have to close one chapter to open another." Within minutes, her comments exploded. Stassi Schroeder, love you, queen. Sheena Shea, yes. Kristen Doot, about damn time. But one comment stood out more than any other. Jax Taylor, wow, classy. The entire Bravo fandom went into chaos. Jax strikes back. The next day, Jax sat down for an exclusive interview with the popular reality TV podcast, Housewives and Heartbreaks. And as expected, he didn't hold back. "I gave Brittany everything," he ranted. "A house, a family, a platform. And this is how she repays me? Running around town with some sports agent?" The host asked if he still loved her. Jax hesitated for a moment before snapping. "I'll always care about her, but let's be real. Brittany wouldn't even be Brittany without me. Nobody even knew her name before me." The clip went viral instantly. Fans called him bitter, toxic, and delusional. Meanwhile, Brittany remained silent, choosing not to engage in public mudslinging. But behind the scenes, she was furious. The dinner that changed everything. A week later, Brittany and Ethan were spotted having dinner at Nobu Malibu, a hotspot infamous for paparazzi ambushes. This time, though, Brittany wasn't hiding. Dressed in a sleek black jumpsuit, she walked confidently hand in hand with Ethan, smiling as cameras snapped. At one point, Ethan leaned down and kissed her cheek, sparking a new round of headlines. "It's official! Brittany Cartwright confirms new romance." Inside Nobu, Brittany's phone buzzed again. This time, it wasn't from Jax. It was from Lisa Vanderpump. "Darling, lunch tomorrow. We need to talk," the message read. Lisa's warning. The following afternoon, Brittany met Lisa Vanderpump at Villa Rosa, her lavish Beverly Hills estate. She greeted her warmly, but got straight to the point. "Brittany, darling, I adore you, but you need to be careful. Jax is unpredictable right now, and when Jax feels cornered, he tends to explode." Brittany sighed. "Lisa, I can't keep living my life in fear of what Jax might do or say." Lisa nodded, touching her hand gently. "I know, sweetheart. Just protect your heart and your son." The explosion. 2 nights later, Jax showed up uninvited at a private event Brittany and Ethan were attending in Hollywood. Witnesses said he was visibly intoxicated and shouting Brittany's name. "You replaced me this fast?" he yelled, drawing stares from everyone in the room. Security escorted him out, but not before he pointed directly at Ethan and snarled, "This isn't over." By morning, videos of the outburst were circulating on TikTok under the hashtag #JaxMeltdown. Brittany's power move. Instead of hiding, Brittany leaned into her independence. She booked a sit-down interview with Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live. Looking elegant in a royal blue jumpsuit, she addressed the rumors head on. "I spent years putting Jax first, years forgiving, years compromising, years making excuses. I finally realized I deserve better, and I'm not going to apologize for finding happiness." The audience erupted in applause. Andy, smiling mischievously, asked, "So is Ethan the real deal?" Brittany blushed but grinned. "Let's just say I'm really happy right now." A new chapter begins. Weeks later, Brittany and Ethan made their official red carpet debut at the premiere of a new Bravo spinoff series. She stunned in a shimmering gold gown, while Ethan looked every bit the polished and supportive partner fans hoped for. Jax, meanwhile, was spotted leaving a Hollywood dive bar that same night, refusing to answer questions from reporters. For Brittany, the message was clear. The old chapter was closed. A new one, full of confidence, love, and independence, had finally begun.
The secret that shook Bravo. 2 weeks after Brittany's Watch What Happens Live appearance, Bravo fans were buzzing with excitement. Brittany was glowing, Ethan was charming, and Jax was spiraling. Everything seemed perfect until a cryptic tweet from the gossip account at Bravo Tea Spiller dropped. Hope Brittany did her homework. Ethan Walker has a very messy past. #pump rules. Within hours, Reddit threads exploded with speculation. Some claimed Ethan had been married before. Others whispered about lawsuits, money troubles, and the most shocking rumor, an alleged connection to a mysterious Vegas scandal from 2019. Brittany woke up to hundreds of texts, her heart pounding as she scrolled. "Babe, this isn't true, right?" she whispered, showing Ethan the headline, "Brittany's new man's secret past exposed." Ethan looked tense but calm. "It's not what it looks like, Britt. I promise I'll explain everything tonight." But Brittany's mind was already racing. She couldn't handle another betrayal, not after Jax. The Shiana and Lala intervention. By afternoon, Shiana Shea and Lala Kent showed up at Brittany's Valley Village home, iced matcha lattes in hand and gossip ready. "Girl," Lala said, sitting cross-legged on Brittany's couch, "I don't want to be messy, but people are saying Ethan was caught up in some sketchy business deals in Vegas." Shiana leaned in, whispering like it was classified information. "And I heard he was seeing Kristen Cavallari last year." Brittany froze. "What?" Shiana nodded seriously. "Listen, I'm not saying dump him, but you gotta ask questions before this blows up." Brittany exhaled, shaking her head. "I can't believe this. First Jax is cheating, now this? Maybe I'm cursed." Lala placed a hand on her knee. "No, babe, you're not cursed. You're just on Bravo." Jax plots his comeback. Meanwhile, Jax Taylor was loving the chaos. He sat at his favorite dive bar, scrolling through articles about Ethan's rumored scandals with a smug grin plastered across his face. "This is it," he muttered, sipping his beer. "This is how I win her back." He immediately called his PR rep. "Get me booked on every podcast, every show, every platform. I'm going to expose this guy. People need to know Brittany's dating a fraud." Within 48 hours, Jax was on the Reality Rundown podcast, dropping bombshells after bombshell. "I have sources," Jax claimed confidently. "Ethan Walker isn't who he says he is. There are receipts, shady deals, sketchy friends, and a gambling problem. I wouldn't be surprised if Brittany ends up supporting him financially in 6 months." Clips of the interview went viral, and hashtags like Ethan Exposed and #Justice for Jax started trending. But Ethan wasn't about to stay silent. 2 nights later, Brittany and Ethan were spotted leaving Delilah, hand in hand, when paparazzi surrounded them, shouting, "Ethan, is it true you're hiding a gambling debt? Brittany, did you know he was married before?" Ethan clenched his jaw, shielding Brittany from the cameras. Later that night, he posted a fiery Instagram story. "For the record, I've made mistakes in my past. I'm not perfect, but I've owned them. What I won't do is let a bitter ex-husband spin lies to get attention. Stay tuned, receipts coming." Fans went wild. Within hours, Ethan uploaded screenshots proving his supposed scandals were exaggerated tabloid rumors planted by Jax's old PR team. Bravo Twitter exploded. "Ethan 1, Jax 0. Brittany better hold on to this man. He fights back." But Brittany wasn't celebrating. Inside, she was torn. She couldn't shake the feeling that Ethan was still hiding something. The Bravo Summit showdown. Just when Brittany thought things couldn't get messier, Bravo executives invited her, Jax, Ethan, and several other Vanderpump Rules stars to a secret relationship summit filming for the upcoming season. Producers wanted drama, and they got it. The moment Jax walked in, smirking and holding a glass of tequila, the tension in the room skyrocketed. "So," Jax said loudly, staring directly at Ethan, "how's Vegas, buddy? Any deaths we should know about?" Ethan stood, calm but firm. "You're obsessed with me, man. Maybe focus on your own life instead of Brittany's." Brittany shot up, slamming her hand on the table. "Enough! I'm done being stuck between you two. I'm moving forward, Jax. You should too. The cameras caught every second. It was messy, emotional, perfect Bravo television. The twist that changes everything. Just when Brittany finally thought the dust was settling, a bombshell email landed in her inbox from a private investigator she had quietly hired weeks earlier to vet Ethan. The subject line: confidential results, do not ignore. Her hands shook as she opened it. The report revealed something Ethan had never told her. 5 years ago, Ethan was arrested in Las Vegas during an FBI investigation into a massive illegal sports betting ring. Though charges were dropped, his name was still buried deep in sealed federal documents. Brittany's stomach dropped. She looked over at Ethan, who was laughing softly while making coffee in her kitchen. She had fallen for him. Hard. But now her entire reality was upside down. Should she confront him? Should she walk away? Or should she risk it all and stand behind him, knowing Jax would use the secret to destroy them? As Bravo cameras rolled for next season, Brittany realized one thing. This wasn't just a breakup story. This was the beginning of a full-blown war. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to our channel for regular updates.